You say that seatbelts are nothing new? Lord, no. My pappy has been using a belt on my seat for as long as I can remember.
Why are people so quiet in your church, Carson?
Because people are sleeping.
Did you know that Jesus was a cattle farmer? Why would you say that? He was always talking about his parables.
I've heard that hard work will never hurt you.
Yeah, as long as somebody else is doing it.
I asked my prospective son-in-law, "Son, are you able to support a family?"
What did he have to say for himself?
"Well, no, sir," he replied. "I was just planning to support your daughter. The rest of you have to fend for yourselves."
I hear you lost your job down at the mattress factory.
Yeah, the boss caught me standing up on the job.
Adam, why does your cow not have any horns? Well, it ain't like she'll be needing them. She won't be in heavy traffic.
You hear that old Farmer Ted done corral 50 female deer? 50 female. Oh my
Folks, this is going to be a long night.
You hear that old Farmer Ted done corral 50 male deer and 50 female pigs?
How'd that turn out for him?
Well, now he's got him $100,000.
What you doing, Brooke?
I'm calling the pawn shop.
What you calling the pawn shop for?
Find out what time it is on my watch.
Don't get your ma and drug her around. You said she looked pale and thought she was dying. I said, don't worry, I'll buy a new hound. Where, oh, where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over and thought I found true love. You met another and you were gone. Well, the preacher wasn't preaching and I was in the choir, and all of a sudden the whole church caught fire. Holy smokes, the preacher's lost his hair. Now it's just like heaven, ain't no part in there. Oh yeah! Yeah, he's bald, yeah! Like a billiard ball, y'all.
Well, hello there, GR. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, good. How is that toilet plunger you won at the state fair working out?
It's doing good. I just found out it's pre-owned.
Oh, well, that is sad.
Did you hear about my terrible misfortune?
No, tell me all about it.
My great uncle passed away.
Oh, well, that's bad.
No, that's good.
It is?
He left me $50,000.
Well, that's good.
No, that's bad.
It is?
By the time the Internal Revenue Service got through with it, all I had left was $25,000.
Well, that is bad.
No, that's good.
It is?
Yeah, I went and bought myself an airplane. I learned me how to fly.
Well, that's good.
No, that's bad.
It is?
I was flying the thing the other day and it went upside down and I fell out of the darn
different thing. No, that's good.
It is.
While I was falling, I saw a big old haystack.
Well, that's good.
No, that's bad!
It is.
While I was falling, I saw a big old pitchfork get right at me.
Well, that is bad.
No, that's good.
It is.
I missed the pitchfork. No, that's bad.
It is.
I missed the haystack too.
Bad.
No, that's good.
It is.
There was a pond right next to the haystack.
Well, that's good.
No, that's bad.
It is.
I can't swim.
Oh, that is not bad.
That is bad.
It is.
Yeah, because I got all wet.
Well, that's good.
No, that's good.
It is.
Yeah, I hadn't had bath in weeks. That's good.
K-O-R-N-U. Thanks for sticking around. I'm stuck to us, now we're all stuck together. Well, if you hadn't heard by now, the feud between Joe Bob and Clarence has finally hit ahead without nary a lick to anybody's head. It seems for years these two have been yelling across the swamp from reaching yonder for how many years. No one can right recall how it all started. It's just always been. Usually with Joe Bob yelling from his side, and if in the swamp won't separate him, these show put a knot in Clarence's head. Just last week, the state done finished the road through that there swamp. In fact, also done put the bridge over the swamp near their tunnel. So reports say, while Joe Bob was hollering at Clarence, Joe Bob's wife yelled at him that he ought to cross that new bridge and finally give Clarence what for. Joe Bob thundered for a moment and told Murray that he was going to do that and be done. So he walked over that bridge so he could sure give Clarence what for. And Murray watched him from their window and caught Joe Bob beat the speed of the bridge, stop a bit, and then done turn around. So when Joe Bob came back to their shack, Murray asked him why he turned around. Why you don't give Clarence what for? Joe Bob said that sure had notion to, but when he got to the feet of the bridge, he seen a sign on it, the state put it. Murray asked him what that there's done something to say. Well, Joe Bob looked at Murray and told him the sign said, Clarence, 8 feet, 4 inches. Don't look that tall from Wayne over here. Well, as you know, if you don't like the weather in North Carolina, just wait 10 minutes. It'll change. Charles Ranger. Seems he's out tending the livestock on a clear day the other day when a storm commenced to brew. So he stepped under his barn and waited for it to blow over. Another time he got there. The lightning rode down and struck his hen house. It left a sight, to be sure. When neighbors came by to check on him and asked him if he was all right, he replied, I'm fine, but I ain't got a clue what to do with all this sudden fried chicken. Finally, in the news, it looked like little Elroy Semple finally done got his 410 shotgun he'd have been awaiting, and done got his first turkey on top of that. Boy, was he excited. But the excitement was short, because the sheriff was nearby when he got it, and just about put old Elroy in jail. But Elroy got lucky, and the sheriff only gave him a warning, telling him not to be scaring the people in front of the food section. Well, got it. Now, commercial break.
Remember the night before the church social, you asked me if I thought your lipstick was smeared. You didn't like that I told the truth, dear. I can't see your lips through your mustache and beard. Where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over and thought I found true love. You met another and you were gone.
My Sunday school teacher told us that Joshua didn't have no parents. Really? How did he figure that? They said Joshua was a son of none. Get it? N-U-N?
Do you like political jokes, Melanie?
Nah, they have a tendency to get elected.
How do you reckon snail bite?
I reckon they just slug it out.
You think Noah's sons ever played cards on the ark?
Probably not, Megan.
Why? Because it ain't allowed?
No, because Noah was always standing on the deck.
What's the difference between a northern fairy tale and a southern fairy tale?
I don't know.
A northern fairy tale begins with once upon a time, and a southern fairy tale begins with y'all ain't gonna believe this.
My wife had been talking on the phone last night for almost half an hour, and then she hung up. I said to her, "That was short, darling. You usually talk for 2 hours or more."
It must have been a wrong number.
Did you hear about the car mentioned in the Bible? No. Well, it says they all came in one accord.
Carson, I hear Bob is taking you to court.
Yeah, I hit him with an oak leaf.
An oak leaf? That couldn't possibly hurt him.
Well, it was the oak leaf from my dining room table.
I think we have some candidates for our next marriage retreat.
Do your children ever get tired of the same old bedtime stories? You can't do that anymore. You got to tell the same stories, but tell them backwards to get their attention. I'm going to tell you the story of Cinderella, and then you can try to tell this to your kids. Once upon a time in a corn country, there lived a beautiful girl, and her name was Rendasella. Now, Rendasella lived with a mugly other and 2 sad blisters. Also in the same corn country, there was a very handsome hench. Now, this handsome hench was going to have a fancy fall, and he invited the people from miles around, especially the pitch reaper. Now, Rendasella's mugly other and her 2 sad blisters, they went to buy some dancing fences to wear at this fancy fall. But Rendasella couldn't go, because all she had to wear was some wordy dags. So finally, the night of the fancy fall arrived, and Rendasella couldn't go. So she just sat down and shrine. So she was getting their shrine, when all at once there appeared before her her Gary Mudfather. And he touched her with a magic man. And there appeared before her a Sigbotch and Hicks White sources to take her to the fancy fall. But he said, "Now, Rendasella, you be sure to be home before midnight, or I'll turn you into a tunnel." When Rendasella arrived at the fancy fall, this handsome hench met her at the door because he had been watching all this time behind a wooden hinder. And Rendasella and the handsome hench danced all night, and they lulled in fun. And all at once the mid-clock struck night, and Rendasella staked down the rares, and just as she reached the bottom, she slopped the dripper. So the next day, the handsome hench went all over this corn country looking for the beautiful girl who had slopped the dripper. Finally, he came to Rendasella's house. Well, he tried it on a mugly other, and it fit it. And then he tried it on the 2 siggly usters, and it fit it. And then he tried it on Rendasella, and it fit it. It was exactly the sight rise. So they got married and lived happily after happiness. Now the story of the moral is this: if you go to a fancy fall and you want to have a handsome hench lull and fun, don't forget to slop your dripper.
Last Sunday at supper I spoke of the sermon that old Pastor Randy was at it again. Preaching and teaching all about submission. You got offended when I yelled amen. Well, where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over and I thought I found true love. You met another and you were gone.